So, hello there, and welcome to Ívar's Fly Workshop. Ívar here, and today we are tying a fly that's called teal, blue, and silver. It's a wet fly, classic wet fly pattern, and it's a really good pattern when it comes to trout fishing, especially in like a bright weather conditions. That's the conditions that I made the best catch with it. For a thread, we'll be using an UNI 80 black. And as usual, as a hook, we'll be using an Ahrex FW 580. It's a hook size number 10, and it's the classic wet fly model from Ahrex. And yeah, like I said, this is a really good fly. The feather I just showed you, this is a golden pheasant feather. It's not the crest, but it's what's below the crest of the bird. And you'll be using few fibers of that for the tail of the fly. And the length of the tail, I usually measure it so both of the black dots on the feather are like sticking out and visible. You can tie it shorter if you like, but this is like how I tie it. And we do like a quick pinch wrap to attach the feather down to the hook shank. And it's a good trick to pull the feather like upwards into kind of the final direction that you want it to sit in. Then we take our thread a little bit forward, take the tag end and snip that off. And we'll be using an oval silver as a rib. And we'll be using a flat silver tinsel for the body of the fly. And so it is like a, it's a little bit different fly than teal and black, for an example. And yeah, both of those flies are great options when it comes to trout fishing, both for trout and Arctic char here in Iceland. We just attached the oval silver down to the shank, and now we'll be attaching the flat tinsel, or silver tinsel. And this tinsel is like those modern tinsel, with it's plastic, and it's not like those old-fashioned one. And with the plastic tinsels, you can really do like stretch them down and really like put some tension on them without doing any harm or breaking the tinsel. So we'll wrap the tinsel around the hook shank like so. And of course, we have to make sure that there is space for the head in the front, and for the wing, and for the collar or the beard of the fly. Then we catch that with our thread and snip off the remaining tinsel, and then we'll wrap our oval tinsel around the body of the fly and catch that with our thread. And then we'll be snipping that off, ready for the next fly. And for the collar or the beard, we are using a blue rooster. And I'm going to show you tricks that I use here and I learned. And so we're taking just piece by piece from the blue feather. So this piece goes in there. And that's just like in the middle of the shank, or just like the below. Or just in the same place like the belly of the hook or the fly. And we snip off the tag ends. And to make it look like a collar, because we are not using a whole feather for this, we pinched out just the same amount of blue fibers like we did, and we line them up here just on the side of the hook. So it's going to be one below, one on the left and one on the right side. And with that method you can kind of create, it looks like a collar, but it's like, we're kind of cheating a little bit to form it. And then you can always adjust the length of the fibers like I did, and then take tighter wraps to wrap them and get them down. And then the final and the third step of this fake collar, that's this side of the fly. And when we attach all of them, it's going to be looking like a decent collar just made with one whole feather. It's just, I'm just showing you this is just one of the methods. It can be used, it's not mandatory. You can just take a thicker piece of the blue feather and just leave it under the fly, some do that, and the fly works just fine like that as well. And now we are prepared to attach the wing, and we are using a teal flank, like a Mallard teal flank for this fly. There are some duck types, similar feathers that can be used, of course, but I'm using the teal so you see how this color combination works. This is just does the magic tricks for the fish. So just to zoom a little bit out to show you how I work the feather, I cut the fibers, of course, in about the length I want them, a little bit longer, of course, and then to get the memory out of the feathers, you just twist them with your fingers like I did. So that way they're going to sit easier on the hook shank. Then I'm measuring out now, so the end of the wing and end of the tail is about the same length. Then we snip off this part of the tag end and just don't move the feather in any direction, because doing it this way we always have the correct length of the wing that we prefer. As you see, take few wraps, get this guy up just to cut it in angle with the hook eye. And when that's finished, then we can start on to work and form the head of the fly. And as you see, if we do the color of the fly, the blue color, with this method, the head of the fly is not going to be like oversized at all. But if you wrap one whole feather around, you need a little bit more space and stuff. So this is the method I just wanted to show you, how it's possible to not like always use the whole feather or half feather for it. It can be done other ways as well. Then I just snip off the end after the finishing is done. Then I'm using the Solarez Bone Cure head cement. It's a Solarez UV, like a UV resin. I like it a lot. It's a great product. It's not sticky or tacky, and I bought 2 bottles of it, and I'm just about half with the second bottle, and I will have to find some more. But it's not easy to get Solarez products here in Iceland. There are maybe to be found in some angling stores, but not all of them, not at all. So I had to buy this online. And then we're going to sap the UV resin with our UV torch, and that's about it. Then we have the teal, blue, and silver fly here ready for next season. It's a great fly. And for you guys who watch the video, I just want to say thanks a lot for watching. You can like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.